people musically that have influenced me the most, and I think a combination of that can kind of be found in my music.
Excellent. That's terrific. That really is. That was kind of the answer that I was hoping to hear from you, too. Although, you mentioned Reba McEntire and Shania Twain and Alan Jackson, and then you throw Cher into the mix, and that I wasn't really expecting that, but when I think about it, it kind of works because she's a huge talent in her own right, and she's not necessarily known for country music, but she is known for music, and she's known for her creativity and her independence, and that's a great quality to have. So good on you. That's good.
And a touch of the outrageous too, which is always good. You don't want to be a wallflower sit in the corner all the time. Sometimes you just have to get up there and shake things up a little bit. And we see a lot of that in the entertainment business. And I think it's yes, you're absolutely right. The outside influences will show up in your music, in your writing, and everything. And I couldn't help but think when you were sitting there saying how you sometimes it isn't totally comfortable, or it doesn't come automatically to interact with people on a moment to moment basis, and you can turn around and express yourself in a song. And I was sitting there thinking, that would be an interesting concept to do a show on. Take a singer songwriter like yourself, and build an interview around actually sitting down and writing a song. Of course, that would put the added pressure on. You wouldn't have the feeling of the spur of the moment. Oh, I just got this great idea. I want to write it down before I forget it. But I was just wondering how that would work if we did an interview that was actually a songwriting session where the artist would be writing the song, and you would be interacting with the interviewer as you are right now with us. It's an interesting concept. I'm going to have to look
song.
Yeah, exactly. And then at the very end, you could actually, pick up a guitar, strum a few notes, and sing part of the finished product. I think that would be an interesting experiment. We'll have to look into that, John.
That would be cool.
Great idea. I like that.
Well, let me ask you then. No promises, no commitments, no strings attached. But if it ever came to that, would you be interested in considering doing something like that?
I would totally do it. Why not?
Far out. I think that's interesting. I've never heard anything like that done, and I just, it's one of those things that the light just went off in my mind, and I said, that would be an interesting concept. We'll have to look into that, John. And maybe the next time we have Celeste come on the show, we'll have her we'll have her write a song in response to whatever we're discussing, and then at the end of the interview, she can sing a little bit, maybe sing a chorus or something.
I love it. I absolutely love it. And Celeste, I hope you're jiggy with it. That would be great.
I definitely am. I'm cool with that.
That's great. I think that would be an interesting concept. Now, before we let you go, we've got to do the obligatories and let you get your creds, of course. Why don't you tell everyone where they're going to be able to find your album, your music, and of course the new video that you've just got out, which we're going to be playing the audio to in just a couple of moments. Tell them where they can find you.
You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. All you have to do is type in Celeste Kellogg. That's my username on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And then you can find me on YouTube under Celeste Music 5. And then if you want to check out my album, it has my CDs and all that stuff, and the new music video to Country Swagger, you can find that at CelesteKellogg.com. And Kellogg has 2 L's and 2 G's.
All righty, great. And now the last thing before we let you go, I do want to express one thing. I want you to take back to your management team, which I know includes at least part of your family. I want you to take back I want you to take back our thanks because they are a pleasure to work with. I know this time we had a little bit of a scheduling problem because there was a gig that came up, and of course we don't want to deprive you of the right to go out and earn a living. But great people to work with, as well as nice people, and we can tell because of what a nice person you are, and we do enjoy working with them. Take our thanks back to them for us, if you would, please. And
I will definitely let them know. And thank you guys.
Oh, you're absolutely welcome. We thank you for coming and spending some time with us and sharing some music. So last thing before we go, we have about 30 seconds left. Tell us about the song that's rocking up the charts, and now you've got the video out. Tell us about Country Swagger.
Country Swagger is a song I wrote about my lifestyle, basically how I grew up and what I'm proud of, and I think the video totally captures that too. So if you guys go check out the video, part of it was filmed on the battleship Wisconsin, and I wanted to have it in that kind of a military setting because I wanted to thank the people that do dedicate their lives so that people like me and people like you guys can do what we do. And I think, David, I want to thank you for doing what you did too. You're a veteran, right?
Yes, I did. Yes, I am. And I appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome, and our pleasure having you on the show. We'll look forward to next time, and maybe we'll just do that, do an interview, write a song thing. You be thinking about some possible lyrics, and we'll get on that. Ladies and gentlemen, Celeste Kellogg, and here it is, the song that's rocking up the charts right now. It's called Country Swagger.
Little bit about mine. Jagger. Now you know what we all want and love that country swagger. Oh, turn it up and move like this and rock it like Mick Jagger. Now you know what we all want and love that country swagger.
Yeah, okay. I don't remember ever hearing Mick Jagger mentioned in a country song before, but that is cool. I like it, and we thank you so much, Celeste Kellogg, for coming back once again and sharing with us. That's her track that's tearing up the charts and making some noise for her. Thank you, Celeste. And also thank you to the Yoties from Flagstaff, Arizona, for stopping by today, too. We look forward to seeing you all again next week when we will have more great new indie music and talk with the artists who make it. John Bon Jovial, take us home.
Yes, sir. I will do just exactly that. The David Bowers Awards, that's the show you just happened to be listening to, is broadcast around the world from the studios of Computer Help USA in Naples, Florida, and also from the Valley of the Sun in Tempe, Arizona, and is available for free on Blog Talk Radio. You can also find us on YouTube, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Spreaker, Amazon Alexa devices, as well as SoundCloud, Mixcloud, and all those other silly social media platforms wherever great indie music is played. Be sure to follow click the follow link on our Blog Talk Radio page and like the David Bowers on Facebook and follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and keep up with all the indie music news and everything that's going on in the indie music world. Join us next week, if you would please, for the David Bowers Awards, Saturday at 12 noon Eastern on WRFZ FM 106.3. That is Rochester Free Radio. And on Blog Talk Radio, Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, and 6 p.m. Greenwich, for more great indie music and talk with the artists that make it happen. So until next week, for the David Bowers and Nick the Geek and Hopalong Sarcassity, who, really does like to have a mouthful from time to time. He talks a lot. And all of the crew of Rejects here, I am the legendary John Bon Jovial saying thank you for joining us. Be good to each other, love each other, and we will see you next week right here on the David Bowers Awards.